In the last 7 months, you've heard her voice more than anyone else's.
कोरोना वायरस या कोविड-19 से आज पूरा देश लड़ रहा है, पर याद रहे हमें बीमारी से लड़ना है, बीमार से नहीं.
Singer, songwriter, poetess, and a highly coveted voice artist, her talent is endless. Oh, which she truly does harvest. A thorough professional and an angel at heart. One of my most cherished associates and a homie from the start. Her voice is mesmerizing and her work ethic so clean. Welcome to the show, dear Jasleen.
There'll be discussions, there will be chats, mental combustion at the drop of a hat. Some topics can be so vast, mind blast. We'll keep it quick, we'll keep it fast. PODFAST with Dishant. Hello and welcome to PODFAST. As always, we have another celebrated professional from the creative media or entertainment industry. She's the first choice for a number of brands, agencies, filmmakers, production houses, including my own, when it comes to a rich female voice.
Beat sensitivity fast with Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
And she's now also your constant companion on your cell phone. Welcome to the show, Jasleen. How are you? This is awkward. We are generally face-to-face when we interact, but this is new for us, isn't it?
This is totally new, Dishant. This is like absolutely the new normal as we call it now.
And you're such an integral part of this new normal. So Jasleen, since this is called PODFAST, I'm going to get right into it. What I want to ask you is that what are the changes that you've observed in the voiceover industry since you started your career? And how have you adapted to these changes?
You know, Dishant, I've been now in this profession for a little over 10 years.
Correct.
And in these 10 years itself, I mean, I've seen a number of changes. That entire digitization of things. In fact, now terminologies are changing, instead of calling it like a TVC, television commercial, now people say DVC.
DVC.
Digital
right.
video commercial. So the deadlines have surely changed. Now it's like voiceovers on call.
Right.
It can be 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. I'm not kidding. At times I've done it even at 1 a.m. because it's literally a voice on the other side saying, listen, if you don't do it right now, I'm going to lose my job. And you're like, no, okay.
I think we've been the guilty party on one or two occasions. But yeah, Tanishka and me and Mohanta from the team, we are constantly annoying her, and she's always been there as a savior for us. And Jasleen, now the changes are there for us to see, and with the digitization of the world, it doesn't seem as if the changes are going to stop anytime. It's such a dynamic environment. So over and above your creative skill set, how do you adapt to these changes as a professional?
So something which I realized, like especially in the recent times, is the language of the millennials. You really have to tune into what's going around you because you literally have to bring that into your voice, because also what we notice is because of the digital space, the shelf life of things is very short. Now we don't have commercials that you voice and they are going to go on for even 6 months. They are just there about for 15 days and something changes. As an artist, you really have to play the role and the language that is like the in thing right now. It's not just having a great voice. Now you are given those, okay, I want you to sound like this. I want you to sound like that icon. I want you to sound like a 21-year-old who's right out of college.
Right.
So it's challenging. It's very interesting now.
It is. Both you and I are fortunate enough to interact with both the old school lot and the new school lot. You and I are somewhere in the middle, I believe. And one thing that I've observed is that earlier on, the veterans, the great legends of this industry were able to carve an identity. They had a calling card. But in today's day and age, you have to be more versatile. You need to probably have 7 to 8 different styles under your belt. So awesome, Jasleen. It's great to have people like you in the fraternity. It's awesome for me to have associates and friends like you. It really does ease the burden on me and on Tanishka. Big shout out to Tanishka also in this episode.
Oh, yeah. Tanishka you won't believe that it was like right before we started this chat, I got a ping from her saying, "Kab tak bhejoge wo voice over?" And I was like, today I have a legit reason. It's like Dishant is on the other side. And then she's like, oh, okay.
So that's, guys, so now you have an idea how much we bother Jasleen. It's not just one person. There are multiple people from the team constantly annoying her. And now that we've done this little intellectual talk, which was highly awkward for both of us, now I'm going to get into some fun and games. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the rapid fire bazooka lightning round with you. Okay. It's like a rapid fire, but with bazookas and lightning. And try and be as honest as possible.
Right.
So, first question. Your most embarrassing voiceover till date?
When I had to take out these crazy bedroom sex sounds in front of 5 men sitting in front of me.
Wow, I don't even. Perfect.
Yeah,
Just saying that is the answer I was looking for. Honesty in all its glory. Okay, so the second question is a little nicer. Your most cherished voiceover till date?
It was a very simple voiceover. It was for this NGO which was doing work for this particular series, and there was this little girl and her character and the world through her eyes. She would question everything, like
Like most
everything.
millennials.
Yeah, and I had to be that character. And while voicing that, it was like a perspective shift sort of happened inside of me, like, so one of my most cherished works.
Lovely. As voiceover artists, we get to read about every topic under the sun and moon, and we get to learn so much through it. From a script about a fundraiser for an NGO to sex noises, God knows what all we have to read about. So it's a lot of fun. Third question is your biggest phobia.
What if one day I lose my voice? Like, you experience that even when you have a bad throat and you just can't voice for like a week or 10 days. I mean, if you have fever, you can still do your work on computer. Over here, it's so physical because I've heard of examples where people have suddenly just lost their voices, and that's so scary.
Your weirdest experience with a client. There'll be so many, but you'll have to pick one.
Oh, yeah. You know that line when somebody says that you're 99.9% there.
So
but
no.
thoda, and you're like, I have given 21 takes. हमें मिल गया है जो हमें चाहिए था, लेकिन कुछ और.
Safety take दे दो. 100 safety take दे दो.
Yeah. And I think the funniest studio experience was that a friend of mine was so curious about how does your entire thing work. She especially came with me to a studio, and I was called for a recording, and I was like, I have to do this ad, and it's my chance to show off. You won't believe what I was just called over there because 5 different artists had to do this. No.
No way.
She just said, she's like, really? Like, this is what they pay you for?
So last question, Jasleen, and this is going to be a tricky one, huh? Your favorite production house to work with?
Oh, pin drop.
Mission accomplished. That's the very reason I did this session. So the world can hear this out.
Yeah, see, you get more work, I'll get more work. So it's like,
it's all in the family. It's all in the family.
But to be very frank, there are just about a handful of studios where you just get a call for the work and you don't get into the part of negotiating the price, or studios who take a stand for the artist also. Because we are in these crazy times that you just want to hold on to whatever you get. And that goes for me too. So many people have gone through salary cuts, and you're so grateful that we are being able to do our work.
Thank you so much, Jasleen, for that. Now I have a very fun segment planned just for you. I'm going to give you 2 lines and I'll request you to say them out in your COVID advisory announcement style. I'm sure you get this a lot, but originality has never been my strong suit, so I'm just going to okay. So the first line is, इस शो पर मैं क्यों आई हूँ? मेरा समय बर्बाद हो रहा है.
नमस्कार, इस शो पर मैं क्यों आई हूँ? मेरा समय बर्बाद हो रहा है.
I can't believe you said that, Jasleen. Now I'm going to give you one shot at redemption. Okay?
Of course,
yeah. The next line is, Dishant इस दुनिया का सबसे अच्छा इंसान है.
Oh my God! Bhagwan Krishna
my show, my rules.
नमस्कार, दिशांत कितना अच्छा इंसान है. भगवान करे इस धरती पर बहुत सारे दिशांत पैदा हों.
जीते रहो.
Gosh.
But awesome, Jasleen. Thank you for taking out time for us, not just for this episode, but in general. I'm truly thankful. And I hope everyone got a chance to learn about Jasleen's journey, a bit about the voiceover industry. And we'll see you next week on PODFAST with Dishant.
Pin drop.